What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. This is your post-mortem. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 2. The home woes continue for Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously, we weren't in the studio or at the game yesterday. Happy days, to be honest, because can't tell you this bloody more losses at home. It's just never ending. I think it's 3 wins in our last 18 home games. That's just mad, isn't it? I've never known that at Tottenham. Like
1 in 4 this season.
It's just crazy. 3 out of our last 18. Like
shocking.
This has got to be our worst run ever at home in the Premier League era. Like, have we ever had worse?
Not that I can remember. Maybe, I don't know, in the 90s. I don't know.
Even then, I don't think it was this bad. At home. But anyway, maybe
it must be up there.
Yeah. But look, we'll get into all that in just a minute. I want to welcome everyone to this stream. Everyone smash that like button, smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. We're going to start off with a Tottenham update, and we're going to give you some injury news regarding Romero up first. So obviously Romero pulled out in the warm-up yesterday. We all saw he was part of the starting lineup, and then Kevin Danso started the game. So what Frank said was that it's a minor abductor injury. He felt a little bit in the past few days. We're expecting him to be fine, but he wasn't. I don't think it's too big. And I think it was Van de Ven or someone else.
Van de Ven.
Yeah, did an interview after the game saying, we always knew he was a doubt all week, which, is not great to hear, but hopefully these words are true and it's not too big, and he'll be able to play midweek, because Thomas Frank said straight after the game he doesn't know. Hopefully he knows more by now.
Doesn't sound too good, to be honest. He said he actually couldn't confirm how long he'll be out for. So let's hope it's not serious. I think he's such a massive miss, Romero, when he's not on the pitch. And I think, considering as well, when we're playing the likes of Bentancur, Paulinho together, they obviously offer very little in terms of ball progression, and that's obviously a big problem for us. So when you're missing Romero on top of that, it's a major problem. And we've still Bodo away when he wasn't playing, how big of a miss he was. I wonder if he's been struggling with something since then, because he didn't make that trip, did he? As a precaution. He then played on the weekend for Spurs at Leeds, and then obviously gone with international duty. But I wonder if there's some sort of problem he's nursing.
And he didn't play the second game for Argentina.
Yeah, exactly. So I wonder if there's a problem he's nursing at the moment. And
well, there clearly has been. Yeah. There clearly has been, because as Van de Ven said, he's been a doubt all week. So I wonder how long that actually has been. But look, we just got to hope and pray that he's back sooner rather than later, because like you said, so instrumental to our play. As much as I thought Kevin Danso did an all right job yesterday, made some really good challenges, but he just doesn't offer the same ball progression, or anywhere near close to the same ball progression as someone like Romero does. And yeah, we missed him yesterday. That's the honest truth.
Are we guilty of rushing him back if he was a doubt of the weekend?
I don't know. I mean, Argentina played him as well.
But he didn't play the second game.
No. But he missed the game for us as well.
He missed the game for us, yeah, but he was set to play. He pulled up in the warm-up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. We need to know more information, but, Argentina...
By the info we have, he was a doubt this weekend.
Yeah.
He then, Frank kind of implied we thought he was going to be okay, but he ended up wasn't. He pulled up in the warm-up. So, yeah. I mean, it's not great reading, is it?
No, it's not, because our captain's out injured and we need him back as soon as possible. But it can't have been like that much of a big injury if Argentina are playing him and Spurs are playing him. So if we're guilty of it, then so are Argentina. And I think Argentina's game was just a friendly as well, which makes it even worse. But we just need him back. We need him back, desperately. If
he's out for any sustained period of time, though, we're in big trouble.
Massively. Yeah, I agree with that. But we just got to hope and pray that he's going to be back. We need him for sure for the game on the weekend away at Everton. So it is what it is. Obviously, Frank does the press conference tomorrow for the Monaco game, so we'll hear more information about that then. In terms of Destiny Udogie, he says that Destiny Udogie Destiny Udogie's injury is nothing major, according to Thomas Frank. He suffered a minor irritation in his knee. And again, another player who I thought that we really missed yesterday, because I thought Jed Spence, again, like did a good job defensively for the team yesterday. But in terms of going forward and hurting the opposition and also link-up play with Udogie on that side, I thought that was missing from the game, and Destiny Udogie has provided that.
Yeah, I just think we look a completely different kind of attacking threat when Udogie's on the pitch. And I think that's what we've seen so far this season. I think down that left-hand side, when Udogie's not there, we're nowhere near as threatening, and we don't get in behind as much. And it's also got to be a bit of a worry when it comes to Udogie. He's been left out completely on the weekend because of an irritation in his knee. The beginning of the season, obviously, he's had pre-season, then missed the first few games due to an injury. Last season, he had a few injury problems as well. Had a big 3-month injury in January.
Yeah.
So I think his first season he had some injury problems as well. So he's actually not got a great injury record now, does he, Udogie?
No, not at all.
I really hope this irritation in his knee is nothing serious. But when it comes to the knee, and we've had knee problems before, that's what kept about at the beginning of the season. You've got to be extra careful with it. So you can't take any risk with a knee. So they've got to be super careful, because if he had any sort of recurring injury there, then and he's out for a sustained period of time, he's such a big player for us. I think he's become already this season, when he's been on the pitch, a massive player for us.
Yeah.
I think he kind of needs to be on the left-hand side, especially against Villa, a Villa team who are very narrow. I think he would have been really important in yesterday's game. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, but his injury problems are starting to be a worry.
Yeah, and look, it's not just him. We've got such important players that have got massive injury worries. I know Van de Ven stayed fit so far this season, but we know his problems over the last couple of years with the hamstrings. Romero, he's injured now, and he's had his injury problems over the past couple of years. Destiny Udogie seems to have non-stop injuries. I mean, you've got that's 3 out of our preferred back 4. It's not great.
And Ricardo will go into him later, but yeah, not injury problem, but anyway,
just problem.
Yeah, just problems. Yeah, it's not good news, and it goes to show the squad as well. Like, I think when Spence comes in, he just doesn't offer us what Udogie offers. He offers something different, but we need someone who can offer that just relentless ability to get up and down that wing.
Yeah.
No one offers what Romero offers on the ball. Danso is just nowhere near as good. No one really offers what Van de Ven offers when it comes to that pace and that ability to recover. So, we need better. We need better depth.
Yeah, for sure. So that's Destiny Udogie. In terms of a potential transfer rumour, Footy Insider are claiming that Tottenham are leading Chelsea and Manchester United in the race to sign 25-year-old Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus. Paratici's return to North London as sporting director, along with his ties at Juventus, have given Spurs a major advantage when it comes to winning the race for Vlahovic. I mean, I thought his contract was up at the end of the season as well. So unless we're going to try and sign him in January, I don't see how connections with Juventus will help.
You don't see?
No.
Why not Fabio? Why not? Why won't that help?
Because his contract's up at the end of the season.
Yeah, but Don Fabio can always make a deal.
No, I'm saying, of course, he can always make a deal. That's of course. But I'm saying, like, you don't need club-to-club relations if his contract's up.
You always helps. I think. Always helps. Look, again, Dusan. I've said many times, I don't know about him. I don't know whether he's just, he's that great. I don't know if he's fit for the Premier League. He's got a good left foot finish on him, but there's something at the moment that's just gone wrong for him at Juve. Hasn't really gone right for him. So we have 3 strikers here at the moment. I don't know if he's the answer to our striker problems. I do think he probably comes in as the best finisher of the club, though, if he was to sign. But in the Premier League, you need a bit more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I like Dusan, and I think, still 25 years of age, good age. Look, we could all say it hasn't gone right for him at Juventus, but he's still scored like a fair amount of goals, which is the honest truth. So I think Juventus as well have been in a pretty bad place over the last couple of years. Constantly changing managers, don't really have a settled team. Are they even in the Champions League this year, or maybe this year they got back into it? I
They're
can't
in it
remember.
this year, yeah.
But they've been in and out of the Champions League, is my point, over the last couple of years. So, look, I think he's a good striker, and I think you just need a manager to play to his strength and get the best out of him. I don't know if they're doing that at Juventus. I don't really know how they play or how they set up, and if they're doing that or not. Yeah, I don't see why Frank wouldn't do that. Why wouldn't Frank do that?
I don't know. Is he playing to our strikers' strengths at the moment?
Well, I think Dusan Vlahovic is higher quality than our strikers, in my opinion. I think that, I think Vlahovic is a player that's, I think he's got similar traits to some of the strikers that we have, but I think he's, on top of that, got more traits, and like you say, he's a better finisher than what we have, and I think his potential to be more of a fox in the box and impact the game in that sense, and I think he's probably better in the air with some of the strikers that we have as well. So I just think he's better all round than a Richarlison and a Solanke, and we haven't seen much of Moani yet.
Yeah.
So we don't know about that, but Moani, I think, didn't he displace Vlahovic from the team when he came in last year at Juventus? So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see, but I wouldn't mind seeing Vlahovic at Spurs. Obviously, if other strikers get presented to us that could make the transfer to Spurs, I'd be open to it. I'm not saying like I'm desperate to see Vlahovic at Spurs. I just think, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But yeah, that's your Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below, would you like to see Dusan Vlahovic at Spurs? Let's move